Alright, we have the second half of the Agents of Sabotage DLC, which includes the Mackenzie Airfield and the Oscar Guzman Flies Again heist. First thing you want to do, obviously, is buy the airfield. Note here that there are no upgrades for this. It just comes as it is. And here's your list of jobs. Obviously, you'll start at the beginning and run your way through. First playthrough, your only option is to play on normal. After that, you're able to play it on hard for a bonus payout. And of course, it's going to be more difficult. You can do this solo, but it can be done with up to 4 players, which could be easier or harder depending on who you're playing with. You're going to start the first mission off on this bike and just head over to the yellow dots. They'll update as you get to each checkpoint. When you get to the top of the mountain, you will notice these mountain lions. Do not get off the bike because for some reason they cannot attack you while you're on it. You'll also see this tower, which is your first objective. You have to damage the base on this side. Make sure you kill these mountain lions because you will need to get off your bike. Now, the easiest way to do this next part, the explosive sniper rifle. This can be done fairly quickly as long as you hit your shots. I'm not great with the sniper rifle, I'm just going to be honest. But even still, I made pretty quick work out of this thing. If you don't have one of these, you can use the railgun, RPG, homing missiles. If not, maybe you have a compact grenade launcher that you can use while driving the bike. Otherwise, you're going to have to just shoot this thing down. It can be done, but it's going to be a pain in the ass. After you get the notification for all 4 of these, or until it gets out of your view, you're going to hop on your bike, pick up these packages, chase the plane down if you need to, and finish it off. Otherwise, pick up these packages, turn around and go over this ridge here. Here's very simple, just go to the checkpoint, and you'll get your cutscene. Now hop on your bike and leave the area. Now to kick off the main objective of this, we see the plane we're going to end up stealing. Get your payment, you'll spawn into the lobby, set your spawn point to the hangar, that way when the missions end away from the hangar, you can just swap the lobbies real quick and go right back to the hangar, but most of them will spawn you back pretty much right next to the hangar. On the second mission, we'll hop into this plane, take off, and fly to the destination. Now, the easiest way to do this is to get you a science weapon, roll up to the first mogul, and take out this guy that's right next to it, and then hop in and leave. Down the hallway here, you'll be getting chased, but this plane does have flares that don't run out, so every time you get shot at, just hit the flares and you'll be safe. When you get to the airfield, do not land. I've made this mistake a couple times already. Just fly around slowly and let Oscar shoot down the planes around you. You can also help him shoot them down, but honestly, if things work out correctly, it's easy just to do this. After he shoots them down, still don't land because you're going to go on a bombing run. After you destroy all of the targets, then you can go return to the airfield and land. From here, you will accept the equipment to move on to the next mission. It's also good to call in a fast car before you start all this, so they'll spawn in next to you. So I just hop on the quad, get to my car, and go to the location. Now that we're here, we just hop out, go up to the keypad, spam right on the D-pad, at least on console, unlock it, and then you'll do the same to go into the door. Now that we're inside, we can jump to go a little faster, hit right to go into the console, and then fly your drone over to the dots. Important, remember the boost. That's going to speed this up a lot, especially on the initial run up to the building. The machine guns actually do not draw attention, so feel free to use those if you need to. You'll just go to each one of these green dots, sit in front of it, look at it until the bar fills up, and then go on to the next one. After that, you can just hit circle and leave when all 4 are done. After that, you'll leave the building, drive to the next location. If you're careful and quick, you can actually get right up to where you need to grab the scuba gear and take out this guy real quick, and then grab the gear. If you're a little smoother than me, you take the stairs. You can take these guys out one by one without getting any attention. Hop on your boat, drive to the location, and then just jump out and dive in. There are 4 packages. Each one has some sort of marker next to it, a crate, the ship, or some other remnants of the wreck. After you collect all 4, swim up to the boat, hop in, and head back to the stairs. Clear a path back to your car, and then just drive back to the airfield and drop this off inside of the hangar. Now for this next one, we're going to be stealing the new helicopter, which is the upgraded version of the cargo bomb. Again, like last time, just take the vehicle that's right here, drive it over to your personal vehicle, and make your way to the first destination. Once you're here, your first goal is to just kill as many people as you can and cause a bunch of destruction while placing jammers around the map. So make your way to each green dot as you cause chaos. After you get all of these planted, you'll begin to be attacked by helicopters. Continue the same thing, killing everybody that comes after you, and wait until the helicopter that you need shows up. Once the iron mules show up, you'll just buy yourself some time until they get into position. You'll hit the jammer so they're forced to land. I like to grab this one because it's away from everything and it's just a couple of guys inside the helicopter and they're not carrying a vehicle with them, so there won't be any extra guys. It's pretty easy to clear out and take off without too much trouble. Once you're inside, turn off the jammer and you'll be able to take off and head straight back to McKenzie Airfield. Once you're there, just land, go into your text message and accept if you are satisfied with just one. I picked up the Insurgent the first time I did this, and ever since then I had it in every single mission. I'm not sure if that's what caused the bug, or if the Insurgent always happens to be here. It seems to be part of my job no matter what now, so there's no need for me to pick that up. Let me know if anything different happens to you, or if the same happens. Now for this last section, we're going to take a ride with Oscar. We're going to jump out over the enemies, hop into our iron mule, fly out to this barge, and pick up the ammo. You do have the option to pick up these red explosives on the way there, which honestly there isn't much need to do. There are also these white crates you can pick up that will help you do the mission a little bit easier and a little bit faster, but they're totally optional. I have not even bothered trying them yet. If you have a group of 4, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and do it because you can have 4 helicopters. You can all swoop in, grab the crate, head out real quick. Now that you have your crate or crates, just head back to the marker, drop this off at the trailer, and that will be the end of the mission. Here at the end, we have the Titan job, not to be confused with a Titan of a job. Once again, if you're solo, we'll ride with Oscar. If you have more than one person or more than one plane, you can hop in the other plane or hop in multiple planes with multiple people. We'll head over to the location where we'll intercept the plane and basically just shoot it down. If you're solo, you'll need to shoot down the escort helicopters, which will also add in planes and missiles from the Kosaka as well. I've not been able to shoot it down fast enough and survive without taking out the pursuit vehicles, so it's best just to keep your eye on those as well. I'm going to go ahead and guess that if you have 4 people, it's going to be a lot easier to take this thing down, and you may be able to just ignore the other enemies completely. Once you take the airplane down, you'll have a cutscene, and you will fly over an airstrip where you will jump out of the plane, parachute down, and be tasked with fixing the engine. Every time I've done this, it's been a pain in the ass to trigger the part where you fix the engine, but once you get it, it's just a button matching game. Obviously, the faster you do it, the better, because you're going to be getting shot at the entire time. But overall, it's not too bad once you get into it. After this, you'll have to hold off some people while Oscar delivers the ammo. Once it's delivered, you can clear out some room, and if you have the Insurgent, you can use that to block enemies a little bit to have a bit more of cover, which I like to do when I'm solo. If you're not solo, it's not a huge issue. You'll enter into this, and you'll basically just tap X or whatever button it is on what you're playing on rapidly until the ammo is full. After that, you'll be free to hop into the Titan and take off. Once you're in the air, you'll be prompted to take out some equipment. So fly over with the enemies on your left side, because you can only shoot out of the left side of this vehicle. Once that's done, you'll fly south access to the Kosaka submarine that has emerged, and you'll do the same. This one is kind of a pain in the butt. It takes about 6 shots from the 40mm to take it out, and there's only 5 rounds in the chamber, so this may take a few passes, especially if you're not used to this thing yet. Once the submarine is taken down, you will go and follow this train. This is basically the same thing over again. There's a train and carrying equipment. You can either take out the engine of the train first to stop it and shoot all the equipment off the back, or you can shoot the equipment off the back, which kind of seemed a little bit easier because the train can move in the same direction as you, so you have a little bit more time to hit it as it's moving the same direction as you are. But that's a preference, and you'll probably have to try each to figure out what you like. Either way, once you've taken out all of the equipment and the engine, you'll just head back to the hangar, and fortunately you don't actually have to land this thing there because that runway is entirely too short to land this thing. So just dive bomb in, and that is the end of the heist. After completing this, you'll have the trade prices for all the air vehicles unlocked, and on normal you'll get a payout of $500,000, and on hard you'll get $750,000. Not bad, and if you have people to help you make it a little bit quicker, that's even better. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, a subscribe is a great way for you to help me back and for me to help you again later. Hail yourself.